Hello, merry meet. So today I want to review a divination kit. Now it's not cards this time, it's decks. And it's this one. Now this is the Norwegian version, but the kit you can find in uh, an English version, and then it is named Chinese fortune decks, if I'm not completely mistaken. I will check that in just one moment. And this is created by Xiaomin, I think. I'm not completely sure how it is to be pronounced. And Martin Palmer. And I've had this kit for a while. Now, first let me say that I know very little about this divination system, save what information I've gotten in this kit. Meaning you have to take the review as that. This is from a beginner with these kinds of divination sticks. And as such, I can't compare it to how true it is to the original systems or any of those things. I can only say what I think about this kit in and of itself. So let's open it up. Comes in this pretty sturdy box, and I've had this for a while, and the box is still in pretty good condition. And you just slide it open. And inside you find a good sized book. It just has this pretty bamboo pattern all over it. Now this will tell you, let me check if I got the name in English right. Yes, Chinese fortune sex. And this book generally has the chapters Chinese divination art with stakes, which tells you a short history of it, but not really enough that I would say that it really gives you any advanced background. And you have the chapter named The Messengers of Wisdom, which is basically a bit about how the system works. Then you have this is the way you use the fortune sticks. And then you have the fortune poems. The way this works basically is that you pull out a stake, and that corresponds to a poem, and then you have the interpretations of that poem. As such, it is somewhat similar to Bible divination, where you uh, flip through the Bible and find a Bible passage at random, and then you interpret that. And then you have a step further in your interpretations. It's basically how to make more of it than just the predetermined interpretations that's in the book. That's pretty useful. And you have the I Ching, because I'm not very familiar with I Ching either, but I have been using it a bit, and this is clearly linked to it. Then you have listen to the voices and understand yourself, basically listen to intuition. Recommended literature, that is very useful, and the thank of the author. So let's have a look at the sticks themselves. As such, this is a pretty good book. I have been using these sticks on and off for some time, and I generally get good accurate readings with them. And the book, even if I knew nothing about this divination system at all, had never touched divination sticks like this book did tell me enough to get started. So whatever or not this book then tells the authentic way that I use them in China or have used them historically, I can't tell you. But if you look at this kit, this own little thing, this book will tell you how to use it, and it will do a good job of that. But yes, to the sticks. Basically, the book just rests here. You take out this section, sort of a two-sided box here, and it comes out. Of course, you don't have to keep it in the box. You could just keep it, the sticks in it, their container, and then the book in your shelf. But I just like to keep kits like this together for as long as possible. Anyway, here are the sticks themselves, and they rest in this packaging. And the packaging of this is really good. I mean, this is pretty good, sturdy cardboard. And like I said, I've had this kit for, I think it's about 5 or 6 years, and the box is still in pretty good condition. Anyway, the sticks come in this little painted cup. Now, the cup is not the best quality. As you see here, it's cracked, and I didn't do that. And under it is just very, very rough. It's very cheaply made. And I would say let's have a look at one of the sticks. It is pretty cheaply made as well. It's just basically a stick that you might imagine will hold a lollipop. And there's a bit of red on the end and some signs printed down, and it is coated in some sort of varnish, and they have lasted this far, so it's not that bad, but this isn't the world's most expensive kit either. And I mean, if you like this divination system, it would be pretty easy to make and make better quality one. So yeah, let me demonstrate how this works. This is basically the way the book tells you to do it. Is that, like with most divinations, you focus on your questions. So let me just take a question. How will my YouTube video fare, my YouTube channel fare for the next 3 months? And then you tilt it, sort of bounce it. And this can take a little while, because the point is to not have all the sticks fall out, but have some fall out. This can be a little bit complicated. At least with me, who has Asperger's syndrome and therefore have coordination difficulties. So getting one stick to fall out. We have one. You put that aside and you pick up this stick. And it is number 33. And then we look in the book at number 33. And one thing I like about this in the books is that they are numbered on the side here, so it's pretty easy to find the passage you're looking for. Now, let's have 33. Remember, our question was, how will my YouTube channel fare for the next 3 months? And it says, you do not, and I have to translate here because this is translated from English to Norwegian. I don't have the English version, so I have to sort of translate it back to English for you guys. So the poem probably sounded better in its original version, which is probably Chinese. But let's see what we can do. You do not see the values you have within your reach. So you turn around and around in a vain seeking. Relax and wait until there is another coming, for this person can tell you where your treasure is hidden. And basically then it has, so that's the poem, and that's what you then interpret. And it does provide interpretations for you. So let me try to make an interpretation myself, and then we can consult the book. To me, I would interpret this as there is potential within my YouTube channel, but I am not reaching it. And I am perhaps trying too hard to make something out of it, because while I do love making these videos, sometimes it can be a little bit disheartening that I get, I don't know, an average 20 views on them or so. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm extremely honored that 20 people bother to view my videos. But I, of course, would like more to do so, because call me vain, when I have something to say, I would love for people to hear it. But I think this verse then tells me that I'm trying too hard, and that there will come along somebody who can give me advice about how to make the channel more successful, and I just have to be patient and wait for that advice, and then be open for it once it arrives. That's my interpretation. So yeah, let's look at the book's interpretation. And again, translating back from Norwegian to English here. Traditional interpretation. Better future prospects are closer than you are aware of, and luck will help you find them, so you do not need to use so much time looking for new opportunities yourself. Personally, you have little to worry about, and your family are also blessed with luck if you take time to give them care. There is no, this is not a fortunate um, period to go out against others, or to travel or invest in risky business proposals. Instead, hold your current position. So yeah, I would say that basically is very close to my interpretation of it. Basically that this isn't the time to make any drastic changes to my YouTube channel. It is not at the time to be very proactive. That good fortune and somebody's advice will be coming around the corner. But I have to be patient and wait. Basically, it says wait. And then each one of these interpretations, these poems on the interpretation, also have a reflection, a little paragraph with that. And the reflection for number 33 says, sometimes we are too close to the things, we are too close to things to see their true value. We become too narrow-minded. Therefore, we use the time to look for what we already have, to seek after what we have not lost. So yeah, this basically tells me with this question to step back, wait, and just have faith that I will get a fortunate result. So yeah, that would be my interpretation by this state. Just put that back, and I thank the divination tool. Thank you. So yeah, so you can see it's a very quick, very easy system, and you can get a lot of detail in it by really going into those poems. And it's a fun system to use, and it's a bit different. Now let's have a look at what was the chapter called? Um, yeah, going for the ritual interpretation, chapter 4, and it's on page 98. Sorry, yeah. Basically, what it says here is that you, once you have your interpretation and so on, you can start using the I Ching more closely. these poems are connected with I Ching. So it's basically I Ching like in very many ways. And this is how to get the I Ching hexagrams and so on into this divination, combining it, and that's a very, very good chapter. It can really deepen your um, your reading. Now, my opinions on these is that for beginning diviners, they are excellent because it gives you both the poem in itself and an example how it would be traditionally seen. So it is easy to they're pretty easy to interpret. And at the same time, it's a huge system it sort of opens up to that you can build on with it. For me, I very often use these when I need a quick and easy divination for something. I am a tarot girl, so I very often use the tarot for deeper readings, but I definitely think this is a good kit. So yeah, like I said, do keep in mind that this review is from someone who doesn't know much about these divination sticks beyond this kit. But from my perspective, this kit is excellent. It has taught me how to use them. I can use them effectively. They are a fun and easy way to do divination. The sticks and the cup is not the best quality, but for the price it's not bad. The book is well written and is have good printing quality, and the box and packaging is very nice. So yeah, I think this is a great kit. Is it perfect? No, I will give it 7 out of 10 because of the poor quality of the divination tool itself. But all in all, I would say that if you can find this fairly cheap, as I did, to me it was, I bought several New Age books at the store, and it was like this: if you buy for such and such, you get one of these gifts for free, and I got this one. If you get basically some sort of deal like that or find it in a bargain bin, I would definitely recommend picking it up. And if it is something that interests you, I would recommend reading further about them, which I eventually plan to do, but I've been a bit busy with my tarot. But yeah, it's on my to-do list. So yeah, let me start putting it together. It is, and like I said, I think this is a system that will work very well for people who are not very used to divination, because it's very simple to get into. And so yeah, if somebody has never used any kind of divination tool before, I would definitely recommend this. It's simple, it's quick, it's easy, and it's fun. So yeah, that's my review of Chinese fortune sticks by Xiaomin and Martin Palmer. Good kit. I hope you have enjoyed this review, and blessed be.